Hey out there, Slot Car Land. How's everybody doing this fine Sunday? Hope everybody's doing well. Today we're going to be setting up the pickup shoes on Shaiden's car, on his new G3, his BSRT G3, and then we're going to compare it on the downforce meter to a couple other cars, to a my Viper that has Pro 10 traction magnets on it. We're going to compare it to the Super 7. This is the routed track setup car. And then we're also going to compare it to a Bulldog and see how well, what it compares to those on the downforce meter. So to set up your pickup shoes, this is probably one of the most key things to do on a car, is to make sure your shoes are 100% right. Because that's where your power comes from the track, from the transfer of power from the track into the car. And you want to make sure those shoes are completely flat, and completely flat all the way across the rail. What you're going to need to do this, to do it right, you're going to need a shoe setup block. Now there's two places you can get these. You can get them from RTHO. His are a little more expensive. His are $25. He has two different ones. They're, I think, an 008 through an 0011, and then an 012 to, I think, a 16. And then you can also get Scale Engineering ones. Now his has a new, this is an older design of his. He has a new one out now. He has three different types, and his are a little cheaper. Two of them are $19.95, and then the other one is $14.95, so he's a little cheaper than RTHO. The first one is an 008, 009, 010, and 011 block. The other one is an 012, and 013. These are .012, .013, by the way. 14, 15, and then the last one is a .12, 14, 16, 18. So you're going to need to buy one on tracks that you run on. Whether you're running clip together, whether you're running Vipers, whether you're running Bowmans, or Bristols, or probably another one. I know there's some 20th century tracks out there. But Bowmans and Vipers, and I think Bristols are pretty much the three most dominant routed tracks out there. If you're running clip together tracks, you need your shoes set to the .014. So that's the highest setting to get them, because the rails on a clip together track are really, really high. Vipers are typically .013. So that's how you would want to set up your shoes if you're running the Viper. And then Bowmans are .010 to .011. I also believe Bristols and 20th Centuries are also right around that setting. So make sure you buy a block for the tracks that you run, so so you can set your shoes up for the proper racetrack. Something else you might want is a magnifying glass, so you can get a really, really close look. So we're going to be running on a Bristol this weekend. So if you guys haven't checked it out, I'm taping this on Thursday, but it's going to go up on Sunday. We were racing yesterday for round 2 of the HoPac series, so go check it out. The live stream should be up. We live streamed all day, so go check it out. Of course, I don't know what the results are yet, because this is Thursday, so I'm not quite sure who did what. So Shane's going to be running his own car. I'll be racing this weekend. I raced yesterday as well. I used a borrowed car because I haven't bought one. I bought one while I was there. I'll be buying one while I'm there. And then Elijah is supposed to be running his own car, but he doesn't have the money to buy one right now. So we're going to have to figure out how that works out. He is going. We're going to have to see. So we're going to have to see how well Shaiden does with his own car. So we're going to set this up to a .10 just to be on the safe side. So basically all you do is just put the car on the tech block on that setting. As you can see, it's got little ridges there that represent the rail. So put the car on there, and then make sure you've got it down so the so it's not sticking up, so you can check and see. And these actually look pretty good. Another way you can also look is look from the back side like this, so you can see the back side of the shoe. Also, another thing you can do is hold it up to a strong light source and see if you can see any light coming in under the pickup shoes. But these actually look pretty good. I think we're actually pretty good. He's run a few laps on the track with the car. We finally got it on the dyno up to over 3, so I think it's coming in and it's going to be really good for this weekend. We'll just have to see setup-wise how well this car does. But I think we're pretty good on the shoes. So basically where you would bend them, so I've got, this is actually a Super G shoe, but they're about the same. So you'd want to make sure that your front is positioned just right, so it's not falling off of the pickup shoe hanger. So make sure that's straight up and down. And if you need to adjust it, so say you're running toe heavy, you need to take and bend it right here where it goes under the shoe hanger. And then that will compensate. Go really, really slow, a little bit at a time. A pair of needle nose also helps to hold either hold the back of the shoe. You can take and hold the back of the shoe, take another smaller pair, and work the front. That helps out a lot too. And then if you're toe or heel heavy, you're going to want to make sure the shoe's flatter. Some of that, if it's toe heavy, could be coming from the hanger. It could be pushed too far back towards the chassis, so bend it out a little more. It might might be getting hung up on the shoe retainer at the front of the chassis too. So make sure that's not happening either, and make sure it's got good flow, good travel. It doesn't get stuck anywhere through the shoe travel, so it doesn't get stuck anywhere on the car. So that's how you can do it. You can also run it on the race. Once you get it set, and you think you got it set, run it on the racetrack. If you have it set right, you should have a burn. And you can almost see on this one on the left side here, you should have a line burned all the way through the shoe from the toe, all the way from the heel, all the way to the toe. So if you have that line and it's all the way through, then you've got it pretty well set up. And it should be good to go there. So that's how you set up shoes. I know this one's pretty good. We didn't have to do any tinkering with it. But that's how you adjust your shoe. If you're toe heavy, you need to work down here and bend this a little bit to get the heel down. If you're heel heavy, you might have to pull it down a little bit. Also check your hanger in the front. Make sure it's not bent too far back in and it's stopping the shoe from being all the way down on the track. So I'm going to get the camera down here now. And we'll fire up the downforce meter. We'll put the the G3 on there first. We'll get a reading for it. I'm gonna need my pen, but I'll get the camera set up and I will check this downforce on these cars. All right, so let's start with the G3. So it looks like 363. Come on, there we go. So 3.63 looks like the number for the G3. So let's do the Viper first with the Pro. These are Pro 10 traction magnets on this car. I upgraded them, so they're not stock from the Sportsman one. So, oh man, look at that. So the Viper with the level 10 traction magnets is a 2. Oh, hold on. Did I write that down right? Okay, so it's... Sorry, the point's in the wrong spot. So it's 36.3 for the G3. The Viper is only 26 with the Pro 10 traction magnets. That's interesting. And these are... traction magnets. So these are C4 ceramic grade traction magnets. Whatever the C4 is in BSRT terms. I'm going to post the build sheet. If you guys, the last video when we built this chassis, if you guys couldn't see the build sheet, I'm going to take a picture of it and it'll be posted in the community tab on the YouTube channel. So go check it out there if you want to see the build sheet. So let's do the Super 7. This is the routed track setup car. 14.8 by the looks of it. So 14.5. We'll go 14.5 for the Super 7. So now let's take a look at the Bulldog here. We'll see what the Bulldog turns on the downforce meter. Ooh. So 45.7 for the Bulldog. So the Bulldog out of the three is the only one that'll turn a bigger number on the downforce meter. Almost 10 times the downforce with the Bulldog compared to the G3. So that's actually kind of interesting. So yeah, 47.7 on the downforce meter with the Bulldog. So that's interesting. So that's just some comparisons of some of the other... That's a little comparison on the downforce meter with a couple of the other high-end slot car, racing slot cars out there. The Vipers, Super 7 from Hayden Creek, from Hardin Creek Slot Cars, and the Bulldog. The only one that turns more on the downforce meter is the Bulldog. So that's quite interesting. So this has some pretty powerful traction magnets. It's going to be interesting to see... I'm going to be interested to see on Saturday what this car does and have fun and race these cars and see. We'll be at a track we've never been to before. We're going to be at Mike King's in Kent. So it's going to be interesting. I've seen some video of that track, but I've never raced on it. So we're going to have to see how the cars handle there. Hopefully Shaiden's car is good to go. I still say they're supposed to be retainer on this car, but I'm not sure. But that's the G3. We'll see how well it did. Go check out the racing from yesterday and see how well all three of us did. Also see how well Stan and Aiden did. Aiden finished third at the first race, so he's driving his own car now. So Stan. So it's going to be interesting to see how well they did compared to how well I'm going to do with another guy with a borrowed car. And then I'll be buying my own G3 while we're there, and we'll bring it home and we'll do some videos with all these cars. We'll eventually put these G3, my G3, once I get it built and up and tuned and everything, up against some of these other cars and see what kind of laps we can turn on the racetrack comparing all three of these. And we can run the same body on all of them, so it'll be an even comparison all the way through. So very, very cool. So hope you guys enjoyed this little video today. Just doing a little bit more with the G3. We'll do a lot more with this car too down the road. Like I said, we'll do some comparisons when I get mine, and we'll get mine built and everything, and we'll do some track comparisons. We'll run some lap times between it and these other three here and see what kind of lap differences there are between the G3, my Viper, the Super 7, and the Bulldog, and we'll see what kind of laps we can turn on the racetrack with these cars. So be on the lookout for the race video. Be on the lookout for the Monday walk around, the wreck of the week, the Saturday speed shot. If I think of a part spin episode, that'll be up on Wednesday. Don't forget to check out this week's tech tip. If I don't find a part spin item, I will definitely be doing another tech tip regarding the break-in track that I showed you guys in the tech tip from last Tuesday. We'll talk a little more about that in the next tech tip Tuesday. So be on the lookout for those all in the shorts next week. And then next weekend, we'll have probably be another bi-weekly featured car. I think I've got a couple more that we can show, so be on the lookout for that. And then the week after that, so in 2 weeks from this Sunday, we'll have to see how it plays out. If I get my car done and tuned and everything all right with that car, we'll do some on-track comparisons. If not, I am going to be making a parts order, but I don't know if it'll be in before that video. So from 2 weeks from today is going to be a little bit up in the air, depending on what we get in and what I get done and what I get built to what we'll be doing. But be on the lookout. I will post in the community tab what we'll be doing that day and everything else. So don't forget to go check out slotcarcrazy.com. A lot of great stuff there. A lot of great information. A lot of great websites. A lot of great Facebook groups. A lot of great YouTube channels. All kinds of cool stuff. Go check it out. Don't forget to check out all the YouTube channels that I list on the homepage here on YouTube on my channel. A lot of great content from a lot of great people doing a lot of great things. Go check them out. Don't forget to check out Slot Car Crazy on Facebook, the Slot Car Crazy group on Facebook. A lot of great people there. They can answer questions. If you have a question on something, on identifying a chassis or where to get something, or any kind of question, there's a lot of people there that can answer it. So go check that out. Good English, huh? Also, go check out the merch shop. We got a lot of great stuff there. It helps the channel, helps us to be able to go places, buy things to bring you great content. So go help out there if you can. Pick you up some merch, and you can wear it while you're racing slot cars, and you can look good while you're doing it as well. So don't forget, keep that pin in the slot, keep them wheels on the downside, and we will catch you guys next week with some more content. I'm out. Bye.